Hamburger helper who? Who?
Looking for a quick, budget-friendly under $10 meal for your family that your kids will actually enjoy. It comes together in under 30 minutes with ingredients you already have in your pantry. The dish is packed with flavor, and yes, it is a comfort food. Let's get into it.
So you might have these ingredients as staples in your cupboard or your pantry, and if you don't, you can always substitute. It is your recipe, you're gonna eat it, and most of the time I do substitute tomato sauce or paste for tomato ketchup because I just want the color. And if you don't have fresh vegetables, you can always use frozen, and if you don't even like vegetables, all the better. But this recipe should come up to under $10 using what you have in your pantry as well. So I have a pound of Big Daddy sausage, Big Daddy mincemeat, chicken mincemeat here, sorry, and I'm only gonna use half a pound, and the vegetables are actually going to be there to stretch the meat a little further. I'm just going to mash it down like this so that it can easily cook or evenly cook. While the minced chicken is cooking, I have a pot of water on with some cooking oil and salt to boil to add the pasta. The pasta is free because I bought it previously, so for this meal it is completely free, girl mats. And so I added in the pasta, and yeah, I don't like to add too much seasoning to my pasta, especially if I have like something like minced meat that has a lot of spices, I should say. So I actually went ahead and drained about 2/3 of the oil, and I'm now gonna add my seasoning to the minced chicken. And I'm just adding some chicken seasoning and some salt, and I'm just gonna add some spices after. I added a bay leaf, and then I'm gonna add the salt. Now I'm adding in the vegetables. I do have onion, garlic, pepper, and tomato. Even though I have tomato sauce, I love the texture of tomatoes, and you use what you have, honestly. Now they're all mixed in, I'm gonna go ahead and add a third of this can, and I went ahead and freeze the rest for future uses. And I am going to add in a cup of water along with this. Just a little side tip, I did add some sugar because of the acidity of this tomato sauce. So if you like it like that, you can leave it, but I did go ahead and add a pinch of sugar just to cut down on the tartness. I'm gonna cover it and let it simmer and check on the pasta in the meantime. After it starts boiling, I'm gonna put in a flavor pepper, and being in the Caribbean, is one to be used because it gives any pot, any meal, so much flavor. The pasta is almost finished. This is such a simple dish, like you can just get home from work and tired, but you want something good to eat. This is the dish. I have some rosemary and some oregano that I put in there as well. The more spice the better, honestly. And I'm adding in a half a cup of milk, but I added in a quarter cup at a time. Just And here is the second quarter cup of milk. Just mix it and just gonna let that sit for a while and bubble while the pasta is finished cooking. You also need it to thicken up a bit before you transfer it into the pasta. Here it is looking beautiful. So in the meantime, let's gonna go ahead and grate some cheese. Now for this recipe, you don't need it to be cheesy. This is the pepper and the spice that I took out before transferring the mince. You don't need it to be cheesy. So you don't need to add a lot of cheese, especially if it's a budget friendly one and you might not have a lot of cheese. You don't need it to be cheesy, just like to your liking. I'm just gonna go ahead and mix it up, and it was a bit saucy, and I think I like it saucy now. So just let it sit for about 3 minutes before I turn off the burner and add in the cheese. But this right here, this is comfort food. Here's the cheese. I said I'm not adding a lot, so and I just add it in and mix it in. Mix it in, gets a little cheesy, a little creamy. Every bite, you just get a bite of everything: flavor, spice, creamy, cheesy, meaty, everything in one. So this is it. I'm gonna go ahead and plate up, and of course I have to give you guys a taste test. Look at that. Who wouldn't want a bowl of that? And this is it. This is it right here.